there are two angles of looking into the Western scholars who have studied our culture in general and architecture in particular. The earlier or the earliest scholars who studied either our culture or the architecture, probably they had an agenda in their mind, and uh, that was the propagation of Christianity. So they had to find flaws in our structures or our culture or whatever. So they would, and they did it in a very systematic pattern. They did not just, they did not blindly depreciate it, or they did not blindly abuse it. So they first tried to learn something about it. The good things, they kept it separate, and they put stress upon whatever they felt was negative according to their perception. So likewise, what happened? They would compare the erotic sculptures in our temples. For them, which it was a taboo. So they gave a very dark shade, and they considered, no, temple was not just a very religious or sanctified place. There were many atrocities going on. That was one school of argument. But in the later days, we find some scholars who are very neutral. They were neither against Sanatana Dharma, they were not very pro-Christian or Catholic or whatever. They were all very neutral. So what interested them was, because many of the earlier scholars like Percy Brown or Henry, they were all engineers by profession. They were not art historians or archaeologists as we identify today. So what interested them was, how did they build it? What were the, how could they bring the stone? How did they carve it? How did they give it a form? So what was the mode of transport? What was the machinery? So these were the aspects they concentrated on, and they were very neutral when it comes to the subject matter.